Hello friends, in this video, I'm going to tell you the 8 absolutely amazing things that happened to me once I started getting enough sleep. Strange concept, I know. So this is an experiment. I have been eating healthy, exercising, doing all of the right things. But 2 years ago, I did a career change. You need to watch that video. Blue collar babe. And so when I did that, I all of a sudden started to be able to sleep 7 to 8 hours a night. Prior to that, I was in a toxic teaching job and was only getting 5 to 6. So watch this video. And you definitely want to watch part 1. I'm going to explain, oh, hey man, he never actually comes into videos. So Yuki was in the last sleep video. This is Min. This is my little cuddle buddy. He's so cute. You know, the vet said he was chunky. But I said, the vet was a little chunky. I thought it was kind of mean. Alrighty. Yeah, but he does have a little chunky belly. A little white on there. So let's go right into the video. The 8 amazing things that happened to me. And number 1 is, you see that, right? Lost the belly fat. Look at that before picture. Yeah, I am Casey Ann Reynolds. I am a health coach and everything in this video is medically approved. But medical disclaimer, if you're having sleep issues, you definitely want to watch my Sleep Like a Baby video and also get a medical examination by your doctor. So yes, lost belly fat. Why? Because when we sleep, we burn fat. So yeah, it's true. You burn fat while you sleep. And also that fat, which you can tell I no longer have, is metabolic syndrome, which I did have. So losing that belly fat was definitely one of the first things I noticed. Number 2, I started to reverse the aging process. Look at that before picture. I am going to be 59, born in 1966. Oh, he's actually purring, he's in bed, yeah. So I did this video in bed. It's a sleep video. No humans in my bed. So I lost my eye bags. My grandma Reynolds said, oh, you have those lovely Reynolds eye bags. This is when I was 8. So I was just that person that just had those big old eye bags always, right? I lost the dark circles, the eye bags, and the wrinkles, but also when you sleep, you release growth hormones. So my reversing the aging process was also because I was sleeping better. And you know, we can't sleep nowadays. It's not just menopause. I went through menopause very early, so this last 2 years had nothing to do with menopause. Not at all. This last 2 years was just me getting more sleep because I had a better career, because in my other career, I had to be on the phone, checking those apps from the time I woke up in the morning at 4:30 until the time I went to bed at 10:30. And then I get a stressful message and I couldn't sleep. That's why you absolutely have to watch my video, Sleep Like a... I stopped getting sick. Yeah, it's just like I haven't been sick in 2 years. Now I do get sore throats. I work in hospitality industry, blue collar babe. Love it. But I no longer get sick. I don't get fevers, haven't gotten COVID, haven't gotten the flu, haven't gotten a kidney infection, the things I used to get on a regular basis. Weird thing, when you don't get one good night's sleep, you're 400 times more likely to get sick. So when I was teaching in this concept, you cannot make sleep up over the weekends. You can't do that. It's a lie. Now, in the hospitality, I work shift work, so you can make up sleep. I took 3 naps today. I worked really hard. Don't you love that hair? We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But yes, I don't get sick anymore. That's amazing. Also, your cancer cells, which we all have cancer cells in our body, they get gobbled up by lysosomes, but they do that during sleep, right? But they can't do that if you don't get enough sleep. So 72% less likely to get those cancer cells gobbled up. So you're more likely to get cancer, heart disease, stroke, and high blood pressure if you're sure. So I was at stage 3 hypertension. As you can tell, I wasn't obese. So 2 years ago, I was 135. I'm 135. I exercise and ate healthy. Nothing has changed except I'm getting sleep. That's the only thing that's changed. I had to go to the hospital because I was at stage 3, which said, I looked it up and it said 200 over 100 means you may be having a stroke. Get to the emergency room. Be like, dude, you don't look like our typical patient. No, you're lean, you're healthy. What's up? But I wasn't getting enough sleep. Okay, so now my blood pressure is usually 126 over 70. My resting heart rate's 60, which my resting heart rate was always good. I have a family history of heart disease. It's genetic, so I can't play. Every male member of my family has practically passed away before the age of 55, so me don't play with heart disease. So switching careers, actually making double my income, you need to watch Blue Collar Babe. Has been an amazing God. So now my blood pressure is back to normal. Do not ever discontinue medication. My doctor, just because of family history, was like, dude, let's just keep you on a small baby dose. And I stay on the small baby dose, but I'm off the high stuff. I can remember people's room numbers from 5 weeks ago, and they get shocked. They're like, you remember that? And I'm like, yeah. I can remember anything when I first started 2 years ago. My mind was like a scrambled egg. My memory's improved, my creativity, my YouTube channel, boom, has exploded. 28,000 subscribers. Speaking of, please hit subscribe. Yeah, this expensive surgery, please hit subscribe. Love you and thank you. My videos will help you to improve your health, wealth, and happiness. Creativity's absolutely exploded, as has my small. If people knew me from the past, they would tell you the story how I would break out in hives and have panic attacks. It was really not fun because the person who was attacking you could see you breaking out in hives and see how nervous they were making you, and it was making everything worse. I stopped having that once I started getting enough sleep. So the panic attacks, now always see a doctor, medical disclaimer, before you stop any medication. But my doctor's like, dude, you don't need to be on this medication anymore. Oh my gosh, it's been amazing. It's changed my life. Not having panic attack. I was going bald. So I had male pattern baldness, even though as a female, it happens. And I was going bald and I was going gray. So that stopped because, again, getting rest, letting my body recover, and human growth hormone. So I stopped going bald and my hair has grown longer than it's ever been. I'm happier than I've ever been. I do know that sleep, you need to watch that Sleep Like a Baby video, restores your brain. But until, this is a 2-year experiment. Remember, I did everything the same before that 2-year experiment, and now I'm happier. I don't need to do the crazy shopping like I used to do. Drink as much wine, just like I had a lot of dopamine issues. Like, I'm so depressed, I'm so tired. I was so freaking tired. I would come home and fall asleep in my car every day. But now I'm happier. So friends, you need to watch my video, Sleep Like a Baby. And I hope this helps you to make life changes, particularly if you're over the age of 50, so that you can get the sleep that you need to do what you need to do. And I am just wishing you, friends, peace, love, and joy.